Hello viewers, it's Sentai Michael from Screw Reviews, bringing you a new podcast for myself called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to be hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything else out the way, let's get into its episode of Donbrothers. So basically, the episode starts out like this. So basically, we see Hakura, the Yellow Ranger, hanging out with Sandra. You know, he was judging his latest drawings for her manga that he loves. So basically, and he said that this latest drawing of her latest chapter of her manga kind of stunk. And basically, you know, and he's like, no, don't get me wrong here. It's still, but you know, you could do better than this. And basically, Sandra laughed. Hakura was like, you know, all right, I'm gonna try to do better. And basically, turns out that a guy in a hood wearing a mask was spying on them. Then we cut to see Isba laying on a park bench, you know, wondering, we see Isba, the Black Ranger, laying on a park bench, and some Omi showed up. It's like, you know, we're like, hey, like, how did you get, was asking him a question that, you know, how did you get out of, like, you know, you're the one who took care of your Beastly, who was posing as you, and Isba was like, yes. So basically, and she asked another question, like, how the hell you got out of the BC dimension, and he said, and it's like, oh well, let's just say that's between me. I'm gonna keep that between me. So, and basically, Isabel walked away, and the guy with the mask on his face and the hoodie was spying on him, was spying on them. Then we cut to. So basically, then we cut to Shinji the Blue Ranger, Yoshi the Pink Ranger, and Hara the Red Ranger at the ramen stand, you know, at the Odin ramen stand, you know, having some Odin ramen. So basically, basically Motar showed up and basically had some and joined the others, and so did Sun Omi, and Sandra showed up at the woman's as well, and they all had some Odin ramen. So basically, everything was going very okay until the masked Jew decided to introduce himself to everybody. It's like, you know, but as he introduced himself to everybody, like, you know, kind of introduced himself to everybody. Like, you know, he wiped out the old man's counter, wiped down the counter of the ramen cart, and basically, like, seems like he has that case of OCD, and basically, like, you know, how can you eat this disgusting stuff? And basically, Sun was like, you know, this guy has an unusual power, just like ours, and like, you know, and basically he took off his he basically took off his hood and mask, and basically he had on his red suit and these bright red eyes, and turns out he's a membrane named Sun Sissy. So basically, Sun Sissy used his whistle to summon a bunch of footsoldiers to attack the Rangers, and basically turn the Rangers more up and started to fight the foot soldiers. So basically asked for somebody and saying, Santichi said that, we need to talk back at your headquarters. And basically, once the Rangers, basically taking care of the foot soldiers, Santichi and someone and his gang will all disappear once they took care of the foot soldiers. So basically, Santichi said that, I'm the supervisor sent by the council. So basically, Santichi was like, let's get down to business. You guys have been doing a pretty much a half-ass job. So pretty much a half-ass job taking down the Rangers and the Beastly. So basically, I'm here to make sure that you guys do your job fully. So basically, what I see is what I see. I've been watching you guys for a while. So basically, you guys have been so guys of the enemy. You guys are supposed to be destroying them, not becoming friends with them. So basically, Santichi, it was I'm gonna give you guys a chance. So basically, Santichi said, I could report about you guys, in socializing with the Rangers to the council, but I'm gonna give you guys a chance to prove you guys. So basically, you guys gonna have one last battle with the Rangers, and you better take them all down in that final battle. So basically, or if you guys fail, you guys will be punished. You guys will be severely punished. So basically, somehow and his gang had no choice but to do what Santichi said, because he outranks him, and the black they don't want to be punished. So anyway, meanwhile, back at Black Tiger's Cafe, we see Momotaro, the Red Rangers, the Blue, we see the Blue Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and Pink Ranger, at Black Tiger's Cafe, just hanging out until some CCs, showed up, and started displaying what this effect was, because he has OCD. He's like, what the hell you guys been doing? My name's some CC, we're telling you guys suck at your job. You guys have been hanging out with your enemies, really? Some CC was like, what the hell you guys been doing? I had seen some weird things, but honestly, where's your enemy? You guys are heroes. We're bad guys. So basically, you guys should be doing your jobs. So basically, you guys should be taking out. So basically, Santichi was telling the Rangers, someone in this gang gonna have to find a battle with you guys. So basically, you guys better be ready. This should be the last time you guys will be. This will be your final moments on this earth, cause that final duel will be the last time you Rangers will come to this place. So basically, Santichi left, and Black Tiger was like, what the? Black Tiger came out of the back, wondering what the hell happened to his cafe? Why is he covered in white stuff? Did it snow? So anyway, the Rangers was helping kind of clean up the net, So basically, the Rangers was wondering that, that Santichi is right, Sama and his gang are our enemies. So basically, we need to get serious about taking them down. After all, they do have a lot of people trapped in that dimension, wherever that dimension, it had those people who are trapped, who can knock our monsters in. So basically, we need to really need to take them down and get serious on those guys. So anyway, Sun City was causing some chaos. So basically, some tissue was causing some chaos. Used this food to summon a group, summon a group of protesters to take away a group of people somewhere outdoor in an outdoor cafe into a different dimension somewhere, but by using the gateways, that the Rangers use, the virtual gateways that the Rangers used to escape from monsters and shit like that. So basically, he had a bunch of foot to take away a group of humans and whatnot. So basically, the Rangers did show up, and Sun-Chi can also transform into a warrior form, just like Sentai and the other membrane warriors. So basically, some GC basically, pretty much knocked the parole with the Rangers. So even with all five of them, they was like, basically got their ass whipped by some GC. So basically after some GC was done, he did. So basically, I could destroy you Rangers right now, but that's up to certain. I'm gonna leave you guys to Sana and his gang to finish you guys off. So basically, and he disappeared, and he disappeared, and that's when Sana and his gang showed up and started to explain their situation. So basically, they all went back to Black Kaido's cafe and helped Kaido clean up from the mess that Sanchichi made. So basically, don't get us wrong here. Yes, Sanchichi is right. We are entities, but we like how things are right now. So basically, that's our problem. So basically, he was telling the Rangers about their situation, and basically the Blue Ranger was trying to hit on only, but she was not interested at all. So basically, it turned out the Blue Ranger had a crush on Saomi, but she was not interested in him. So anyway, Tyler say that, yes, but, so basically, if we help you, you ourselves probably get in trouble taking out some Chishi. So basically, and that's when, Sansa had this idea. We turn it into a Naho monster. So basically, all we got to do is turn it into a Naho monster. One of us, so one of us, Lindbrains will use a weapon to send him to that dimension where all of those other Naho monsters, all the people who were turned into Naho monsters by us got sent by. So basically, that's a good idea. So basically, that way he won't tell the council and he'll be trapped there. So basically, the Rangers, was going to help Sunai and others, turn Sanchichi into a Naha monster and basically and send him to the dimension where the people who were turned into Naha monsters that wasn't saved by the Rangers are currently trapped in. So anyway, Sandra and we found a person with a Naho monster inside his body. Turns out that ninja guy, once again had another Naho monster about to take over his body, but Sandra used his powers to take the Naho monster from the ninja dude and put this Naho monster inside some Shishi. So basically, the final duel took place in this big outdoor field somewhere near the mountains, and basically Sanchichi was watching the Rangers. So basically the Rangers showed up. And so did Sunai and his gang showed up, and basically they transformed and started to fight, and started to do a team roll call. So basically Sunai and his gang done a team roll call, and they called this they called this the Swing Gang Trio. The Rangers started to do their roll call, and that's when the Sixth Ranger Jara who showed up, and basically they all did their roll call together. Right, the Black Ranger. So basically, they started to fight. So basically during the fight, the Red Ranger. So basically during the fight, Sonai Mikey struck down the Red Ranger, and the fight started. Stopped after that. After Sonai struck down the Red Ranger. So basically, Santishi checked to see if the Red Ranger to see that the Red Ranger is dead. So basically, he checked for a pulse and whatnot, and turns out that good work, Sonai. You took down the Red Ranger. Turns out it was just a trick. The Red Ranger every time that must have. It turned out it was just a trick to put the Naho monster inside Samchichi's body and let the Naho monster take control of Samchichi. So basically, somebody had the opportunity to send Samchichi, who's now a Naho monster, to that dimension where those people who are turned to Naho monsters that not saved by the Rangers are basically trapped at. But he couldn't do it. So basically, he could have sent Santishi to that dimension, and basically when Sansa and Son Obitar sent him to that dimension, Sanai stopped them from doing so. So basically, the Rangers did what they did best. Did what they did best, and basically, Mobitar turned into his power up door, and along with Jaro, they managed to basically attack some city who was attack subject who is controlled by a Naho monster, and basically the Naho monster grow, and basically the Rangers summoned both their Megazords, and basically took down the giant Naho monster that was Samchichi, being controlled by Samchichi. So basically Samchichi was back to normal, while Eddie Naho monster, he was very pissed off. So basically, you guys are now in big trouble. Not only you guys started to destroy the Power Rangers, you guys actually attacked me, your supervisor. So basically, once I tell the counter block your betrayal, back to betrayal state, you guys are all dead. So basically, Santishi retreated back. So basically, Santishi retreated and left the area. So basically, oh God, and Sunai was Sunai was explaining himself that even though I like how things are, I couldn't do it. He's still a membrane. I also am a membrane. So basically, that means something to me. So anyway. The other Rangers were were worried about Solai and his gang, because now they're traitors, and basically Santishi is not the type of person for them to be screwed with. It's a very powerful entity now. So basically, the Rangers will have to deal with Santishi about Santishi coming back to destroy them, and along with someone in his gang. So anyway, meanwhile, it's Yoshi. We see it's Yoshi, at his house, and he had this, in the dark, he had this doll on his couch that he calls his wife. So basically. The Pink Rangers, ever since his wife, he's been dealing with the fact that his wife left him, and basically caused him to have a mental breakdown. So basically, he's pretending this doll is his wife Miyako, and basically this episode ended with him cover up with this little creepy doll. And saying that, oh Miyako, you'll never leave me again, and basically that's how the episode ended on a creepy note with with the tank ranger, telling this little doll to be his wife, and basically that's how the episode ended on this note. So basically, things are starting to get very strange. Things are starting to get very serious and very strange real quick, and things are starting to get very strange and very serious now. So basically, I love some Sushi. So basically, it's about time we got a real villain in this in the series. So basically, this was a good episode. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Good, bad, or just okay? Please let me know with the comments below. Anyway, sign off. 1.